getting yourself more organized is important for a lot of different reasons. And I think we pretty much all want to be organized, but the trick is maintaining the organization methods. Because it's one thing to spend an entire day decluttering, getting things organized, but it's completely another thing to maintain that organization in order to stay on track and to keep things organized. And that's what we're going to talk about on today's video, and it's all coming right up. All right, welcome back to my channel, and as always, I'm glad that you're here. Now, I consider myself an organized person, but of course, there are some areas of my life that could use some improvement in that department, but for the most part, I'm pretty organized. I always know where things are, and I never miss an appointment because I keep a very solid calendar. But let me just say this, right off the top. Being organized and starting new routines and building new habits in order to be more organized does take some time and effort. I mean, let's be honest, right? You don't wake up one day and all of a sudden you're perfectly organized. You need to implement new routines and new habits so that you can be more organized. But not only that though, you need to be able to stick with those new routines in order to maintain and of course enjoy being more organized. Because if you want it bad enough, you will figure out a way to make it work. So let's jump into a few ways that you can start to be more organized right away. So firstly, where do you start? Now, if you've seen a few of my videos, this won't be a surprise to you, but start with making your bed every morning. Now, bear with me because if you're not already, this is all part of what you need to be doing in order to build these new routines. So making your bed probably takes, 2 minutes of your time? And I'm not saying that you need to make everything perfectly hospital, military perfect, but just straighten everything out and arrange your pillows so that when you walk into your room throughout the day, you're not distracted by an environment that just looks messy. Your bedroom should be a relaxing and inviting place to be, not a place that adds confusion, stress, and chaos to your brain. It also gives you a nice sense of accomplishment that you got something done so early in the day. Because let's be honest with ourselves, right? Would you rather walk into a bedroom that looks nice, that you made look nice all by yourself, or a bedroom that looks crappy with wads of clothes and blankets everywhere and pillows on the floor? So if you're looking for a place to start with making your bed every single morning, and let's keep moving. The next place to start organizing would be one of two areas based on you and your lifestyle, and that's either your closet, meaning your entire wardrobe in general, or your workstation. So these seem to be the two areas that need the most work for most people. Let's start with your closet. Now, just like making your bed, it doesn't have to be perfectly perfect, just keep it nice and try to have a place for everything. Also, have a place for your dirty laundry, preferably not a pile on the floor. Go to Target and buy a cheap laundry hamper or really anything that will contain your dirty laundry until you're ready to wash everything. And one other thing, when you do laundry, do it start to finish. Fold or hang everything up right away because the longer your laundry sits around in the washing machine or in the dryer, the more time it takes and the more effort it takes to get those items back into your closet ready to wear. Next, let's run out to the driveway and I'll show you a few things in the car that can help you stay organized in there as well. So for me, being organized and staying organized means having a place for everything, right? So remember when you were a kid and your folks would always tell you to put things back where you found them? Well, that's exactly what we're talking about, right? If you can never find stuff or you're always looking for that one thing, no matter what it is, I can almost guarantee that you don't have a dedicated place to put it when you're done. So for me, I can never find my spare keys and it would always drive me crazy. So I keep a storage unit down the street for just miscellaneous things. And because I'm not there that often, I was always losing the keys to my storage unit. So my solution was this key organizer from Carl Friedrich that pretty much always stays right here in my car. Now, most people use their keys at least 2 times a day. But for me though, I've got a Bluetooth door lock on my house, so I don't usually carry around house keys in my pocket. I will say though that once the batteries get down to a point where that thing won't open my door, guess what? I'm locked out. It's happened before and it sucks. The solution, like I just mentioned, is having a key organizer like this. So this is always either in my car or in my computer bag. And Carl Friedrich is sponsoring today's video, and I'm so glad that I have this key organizer because it solves a problem for me, right? I hate having loose keys. I keep my mailbox key, my storage unit key, and even a spare house key on this. It keeps everything contained in a beautiful, soft, and very elegant looking accessory. This is made from vegetable tan leather that feels incredibly soft to the touch, and it's going to age beautifully over time. It's just like a very elegant Swiss Army knife for your keys. They've got different color leather and hardware options available, but honestly, I'm kind of partial to this really beautiful one in this cognac brown. So listen, if you'd like to go grab one for yourself or anything else they have on their website, use that special link that I'll leave down below in the description. Okay, since we're out here, let me briefly go over a couple other items I keep in my car to help me stay organized. So the first one is my phone holder that I can operate with just one hand. It's great for phone calls, for FaceTime, and even navigation when my car's navigation doesn't seem to understand where I'm trying to go. It's very easy to use and it's very sturdy. And I realize there's like a million other phone holders on the market, but I've had this one for quite a while now and it works great for me. Okay, the next item is this grocery compartment for the trunk of my car. Now, I know I'm not the only one who goes to the grocery store and then ends up walking out with like just 2.5 bags. And since both my hands are full, I can just use my foot to swipe open the tailgate and drop my groceries right here in this compartment so they don't fly everywhere on the drive home, right? It folds down nice and flat when I'm not using it, but for the most part, it stays right here, ready to go. Okay, the next area of importance would be your workstation. So if you have a home office and you're currently working from home, like a lot of us are right now, you spend a whole lot of time there, so it makes sense to keep all that organized because clutter adds confusion to your brain and it makes you feel less motivated to get things done. So on my desk, I use a day planner to organize my monthly content calendar. I also use it to keep a lot of notes and also schedule deadlines. Speaking of notes, I'm a pretty big note taker. However, if I come up with an idea and don't offload it from my brain and write it down on paper or in a notes app on my phone, I will lose that idea forever. I'm constantly taking notes, I'm constantly writing down different ideas, and I would encourage you to do the same thing, but the key is this. You've got to use the same method to take notes pretty much all the time so that you don't lose that super important note or that idea that you needed. Okay, so far we've covered your bedroom, your closet, your car, and your workstation. And these are all great places to start if you're trying to figure out what to do first in order to get your life more organized. The next area to tackle, if you're up for it, would be your kitchen, including your cabinets, your drawers, and your pantry. And this might take a little more time and effort, but I'm telling you, the end result is totally worth it. Take a look through some of those drawers where you keep your kitchen utensils and leave a comment and let me know how many duplicate items you have, right? I mean, how many measuring cups do you have? How many measuring cups do you need? How many plastic containers do you have? And how many do you actually need? It's pretty interesting to go through all of those drawers and cabinets and actually see how many duplicate items you have that are basically just taking up space. Get rid of, or better yet, donate a bunch of those items. You also have to realize that you can spend the entire day organizing everything, but if a week later you stop, then what's the point, right? The goal is to organize your life in a manner that works for you and your lifestyle, not necessarily how I do it or how anyone else does it. The goal of this video is to provide suggestions and general places to get started that can help motivate you to do more on your own. Because another goal should be to stop losing things and creating places for those critical everyday items so that you always know where that thing is. All right, that's where I'm jumping off today. But if you're a subscriber, that means I'll see you in just a few days for another brand new video. But until then, my friends, live well, stay healthy, and I do hope to see you again very soon.